Tell everybody what you said.
I don't remember.
You said I'm a bad influence.
I did. I said men that have women are probably looking at the shit you do and say, wishing that they could do it, and their women, you know, are in their head are telling them, you know, turn him off, or, you know, because of the things you do and say.
What is it that I do and say
Oh my gosh.
that would cause so much friction in somebody's home? Now, when you say someone's a bad influence, you're implying they had the power to make somebody do wrong, or do the wrong, go out and go against the moral code, or compromise
you do,
themselves.
But you don't. Okay, so it's not you telling someone to go out and do something. It's they see you do it, and they might mimic it even without themselves knowing that they're doing it. So it's little subtle things.
So me doing what I've always been doing, being my natural self, how does that turn into me being a bad influence? I'm doing what I do naturally, what comes natural to me. Natural
to you. When others try to trend it and do it, it's not natural for them.
That's not okay. Does not make me necessarily mean I'm a bad influence.
Okay, so I don't know how else to say it, because you do. It is what it is. Like some people won't see it as you being you, or you.
So you're saying women and wives should not want me around their guys and their husbands because what I say and do will rub off on them.
Yeah. Because it's just like when you're around someone for so long,
you pick up certain things.
Just like they say, you and I look alike. We've been together 21 years.
You look nothing alike.
Off and on, and people say we resemble.
We don't. But okay.
I know we don't. Totally opposites. But anyways, you don't even have to have a certain twang to your voice or anything. But if you hang with someone that's country,
you pick up this. Yes, I get it.
So, and it's not that you're doing it on purpose.
Then you need to come up with a better term than bad influence.
You're always telling me I need to come up with better terms
because
for saying something.
The terms you use have negative
because it's what I see and I feel and I think. So I don't think it. Whatever I see it as, I just say what first thing comes out. I'm not really looking for terminology. No. I'm sure there is.
Okay, so let's pick something better than bad influence.
And influence.
Influence is fine, but you put bad in front of it, that just means every decision.
For some, because the things you do and say, it's like, I don't want to say normal men, but the average man can't or shouldn't, but they want to. I know there are men out there that want to openly have, a marriage that, and your wife is acceptable to you having another, or even if it's a girlfriend, if we were just dating. There are men out there that want to do that and have the women get along instead of at each other's throat. So when I see it and say bad, I'm not meaning, I don't know. I'm not meaning bad influence, maybe, again, because it's like, there are guys out there that want to do it, and maybe, society, for the norm, It's one man, one woman, not one man, two women, three women, 4, 8, 2 men, you know? So
I think you're giving me too much credit.
you always say I give you too much credit, whether it's good or bad.
You give me way too much credit. For you to say I have this much power over people's lives like that, it's like
I wouldn't say...
Or just have this much influence over people's lives like that.
But it's not like influence like that. I mean, like I said, these men will start doing or saying shit that they normally would not be doing or saying. And the first thing the woman will say is, you watch too much. It's just like on TV when the kids is watching too much TV, they start doing and saying shit, and it's like, I'm not gonna. Y'all can't watch that shit no more.
So,
you're like
Are you saying how my approach?
You're like Bart Simpson. You know, when we were kids, we used to, eat my shorts, and we all start saying that shit, not really.
Realizing
yeah. So you don't think that it's bad or that you're doing it, but
you legit think I'm a bad influence on men that are that don't have the same setup as me?
I'm not. Okay, so forgive me. For the women, I say bad influence because not a lot of women will, think that what we have is cool.
Well, I could say the same for you. You're a bad influence on married women.
Why?
Because you got women out here thinking it's okay for their husbands to have 2 wives. That's a bad influence, right? See how that feels?
I wouldn't care. I do what makes me happy.
I'm not influencing anybody to go out here and do anything illegal, immoral, impractical, against their religion, their belief system, none of that shit. So once again, you want to come up with a different term. Bad influence is nothing good about that.
Babe, I just said influence, period.
And I cannot help if these dudes are in situations where they wish that when it comes to their women or their wife. That's not my problem. My thing would be if
they want to make a wish.
Well, I'm just saying,
list.
My thing would be for guys like that. If that's the situation, then it's up to you to fix that and change that reality. That if that means you dump that woman, and get a divorce, and go find you the woman that's gonna allow you to be your true self, then you need to do that.
But for some, it's just a phase or a trend, a fad. It's like the happening thing. And they see it and they want to do it, but it might not be for them. Doesn't mean that they don't want to experience it. And that's probably what a lot of women think. Like, because in my head I'm like, this motherfucker, he wants to try that. I know he do. And so it'll cause discord in the home because it's like they watching you.
Then maybe the onus is on the wives. And maybe it's like this is their reality check.
I can't speak for.
I'm just saying, when some women get that reality check, like, wait a minute, I've really been stifling this motherfucker. Maybe I'm not giving him what he really wants, what he truly likes and desires. And an outside influence has come to remind the husband of what the wife is not providing for him. Now, I'll take the conduit if that's the case. But bad influence, no. Influence, yes, nothing bad about.
Okay. Calm your britches.
Whatever, man.
You alright?
Yeah.
Show me. Thank you. I didn't mean to steam you up. It's just I that was the first words. Bad influence.
I accept your apology. And my heart is full. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I'm whooping your ass tonight. I'm whooping your motherfucker. I'm gonna beat your
Baby,
motherfucker.
baby.
Don't touch me. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. No, I ain't talking no sex. I'm gonna
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
you up. Out here calling me a goddamn bad influence. I'm a G about my shit. Ain't nothing bad about